Alright, boys and girls, this is just Rick back with you once again. I haven't posted anything since my last video because I've been down with COVID. It's not been a fun ride. I'm just now getting up to where I could walk in here into my music room. And it's the first time I've been in here since that last video I posted. Haven't been able to touch a guitar. That first day I come down with it, it was on a Monday. Had the worst headache I've ever had in my life. I thought I was going to die. I thought I was going to start looking for a piece of paper to write out, "I love you" to everybody that I care about here, that at least was the ones that would find me. I thought that was the end. I thought I was having an aneurysm or something. And then by that night, my whole body started aching. I knew it was something different. The and then it got to where I didn't even want to attempt to try and hold the guitar because it just felt like somebody was hitting me in the arms every time I tried to move my hands or arms, my legs. it started. It was a bit to the horrible side. The I couldn't function. I couldn't do nothing. Couldn't, didn't feel like eating. And like at first there was no snotty nose or nothing. It was just a head, just pain all over, bit of fever. And then as it progressed on, it just got worse. Couldn't sleep. I'd start coughing, and then later on, a few days later, I guess, nose started getting snotty and everything, and it started kind of moving down in my throat and my chest, and it has been a it has been a ride. It's been nine, 8 days, 9 days, something like that. Let's see, what is today? Today's Wednesday, so yeah, 9 days. It has been quite the rough ride. Here to tell you, it ain't. This is not something you want to wish on anybody. I lost my taste of smell and taste and smell. That's another thing. I guess I got COVID fog or something because it's hard to put together coherent thoughts and sentences. I mean, the thoughts are in there, but when they try to come out your mouth, it's a whole nother thing. Uh, the and then my wife was taking care of me, and then now she's down with it. Eating, I can't hardly eat anything. The diarrhea came on, and I don't throw up. I haven't thrown up in years and years and years and years since I got food poisoning from a chicken establishment around here some years ago, fried chicken place, and I've never eaten there again. Don't plan on ever eating there again. Uh, the Like I said, and I knew I was bad off because I generally eat. This is how I stay skinny. I generally eat 6 times a day, sometimes five, but most of the times I eat 6 times a day. And I was able to eat once or twice a day, and I've been eating chicken soup. And I don't mean like the good hearty progressive kind. I mean like what I wanted was Campbell noodles, Campbell's chicken and noodle, the old school nasty stuff with some saltine crackers. Didn't want anything that had any carbonated beverage to it, like any kind of soda or anything. And orange juice burnt like hell, burnt my throat like hell. I've been drinking a lot of water. I mean, you got to try and stay hydrated if you get this stuff. Didn't go to the hospital, thank God. I'm on the mend and I'm getting better. And I ate a piece of chicken earlier uh, with a little bit of broccoli and cheese. And it's so far it seems to be setting in there without making too much of a fuss in my guts. So I'm telling you, man, you don't want this. And my wife, she hasn't been able to eat anything for a couple of days, few days. I guess it was Saturday. She started coming down with it. And because I told her, I said, "Oh, the headaches, you're going to think you're dying, and it's the worst headache you ever had." And my wife's like, "I've had headaches, and until she actually got it. And then she knew what I was talking about. She woke up crying, and it was like, "Honey, you can't cry because you're going to snot and make your headache worse." And Then she realized I knew what I was talking about. Yes, first time in a 40 something years that she's actually tried to almost listen to me, going, okay, yeah, maybe he knew what he was saying. Because it's like I said, it's been a rough ride. It's been something that you don't want to get if you hadn't gotten it. I guarantee you don't want to wish it on your worst enemy. At this point, well, maybe you do. I don't know, but I pray for anybody that does get it because like I said, I didn't go to the hospital. Haven't gone to the hospital. I just been fighting it out old school with chicken noodle soup and and water. Basically a little apple juice once in a while, a little orange juice. But I couldn't do too much on my stomach because it was, like I said, it would go in one end and come out the other end, like like crazy. I don't know how much weight I've lost during this time, and I didn't have much weight to lose. But my wife, man, she puts it in and it comes right back up or comes out, whatever she does. She don't hold nothing for more than a few minutes, and I've been trying to take care of her and me. And then when people come by, I've got a had a granddaughter that come down with it the same time I did, and and she's getting on the mend now. She's doing better, and we've had it about the same amount of time. And then had another granddaughter come down with it a few days back, or I guess maybe 4 or 5 days ago. She come down with it. Have a daughter that come down with it just shortly after I did. Had a son-in-law that's already had it, and he's over it now and back to work. I know my boss needs and wants me back to work, but I don't know. Just getting up and coming in here, just getting up and walking around, I start getting dizzy. Just getting up and walking out to try and eat something. I thought I had to stop twice and hang on because I thought I was going to fall down. So, if y'all, like I said, if you get it, man, just hang on. It's going to be a rough ride. Say your prayers. Hopefully you've been in good shape and you're not overweight. And, that way you stand a better chance of fighting this. Because if you're not in good shape, believe me, this stuff is going to whoop your butt. It's going to whoop you hard. It'll take you down and it ain't going to have no mercy. Because my poor wife, she's, like I said, I left her for a while. She seems to be good. She was on the phone talking to one of my granddaughters that's got it right now that's still in the midst of the fight herself. And so, y'all kind of hang on, take care of each other, make sure you get plenty of sleep. That might have been my problem. As I went through a period or a few days where I wasn't sleeping good, and I think it let my defenses get low, body immune system get low or something. I was having some problems sleeping, and believe me, I hadn't had any problems sleeping now. I think I've been sleeping about 14 hours a day, maybe even 15 or 16 hours a day. It has not been good, and I've been kicking. I'm fixing to go in and try and get a shower for the first time in over a week. I hadn't had the strength to even stand up in the shower, even to try and get in the shower. It has been a rough ride. And like I said, if you get it, man, and I've talked to friends and relatives, I had a brother-in-law get a back operation, and I'm gonna need to call and check on him and see how he's doing. But like I said, things have been rough. I hadn't even played a guitar, even touched a guitar. My wife's like, that room in there is sanitary, don't go in there. But I couldn't think of a better place to shoot my video than right here. So, just like I said, take care. Try and keep yourself healthy, and wear your mask and your hand sanitizer, whatever you got to do. And if you're a little overweight or whatever, you got some underlying health issues, take whatever precautions you need to take. Try and keep yourself safe. And then whenever you do get it, do like my wife and I and try and isolate, and hydrate. Because believe me, you're going to lose some liquids one way or another, whether it's sweating it out or it's going to come out. And like I said, just try not to cry because it just makes your head hurt worse. It's just it's been a rough ride. So God willing, the creek don't rise. Maybe apparently the creek has risen on me a touch there because I've not been able to get out. I did try and get outside for a minute or two, a couple of different times here, and let the sunshine hit me so I could maybe have a little vitamin D working for me. Do that. You need to get out, maybe hit the sun hit you a little bit because I've been taking a multivitamin. It has zinc and vitamin C and vitamin D and in it, but the vitamin D don't really, I mean, unless you get out and let the sun hit you a little bit and try and get it to work. But I get outside and I'd last about maybe 10 minutes. It's like all of a sudden your head starts pounding, your body gets weak, and you feel like you want to lay down in the dirt. It's like, it's not good. And it's like just try and make your way back in the house about as far as the couch and lay down before you fall down. I mean, that's the way it was. I watched a lot of Me TV here. I mean, I'm not a TV person. I'm not big on watching a lot of stuff, but there's a lot of stuff I start watching and never finish. I watch a little bit and fall asleep. Watch a little bit, fall asleep. But Me TV, this TV, and I've watched a movie or two. And finally, I watched a movie yesterday. And actually, we stayed awake. My wife and I both stayed awake for the whole thing. It's called Gunpowder Milkshake. If you haven't seen that, it's kind of a weird, strange movie, but it kept us awake and entertained for a minute or two or three. And I think I've seen, what other movie was it? Hell, I can't even think. Like I said, yeah, things is kind of rough here, man. I ain't gonna lie, ain't good. So anyway, yeah, I'll take care of yourselves, and I'll try and come back with you. I was planning on doing something for my birthday near the end of the month, kind of special, but it was I don't know. Like I said, I don't know when the next music video I'm gonna post is. Thank you so much. Bye bye.